What's good, Rikin here with another episode of The Mortal Intern, and today I want to talk about how to write a thank you note. We all hear about it, but is it really that important today? And if so, how do you write a good one? So right off the bat, let's be honest. Thank you notes are a bit of a pleasantry. If you've had a bad interview, a great thank you note isn't going to make up for it. And if you've had a good interview, an okay thank you note isn't going to set you back. What's most important is that you go out and send one promptly, just because it's something that you kind of expect. So my first bit of advice is go out and write one promptly. As soon as you get back from that interview, within an hour, go out and send a response. Especially because as a college student and internship decisions, a lot of interviewers and companies are making that decision the same day that you interview, or possibly the next day. So if you wait 3 days to go out and send a follow-up note, there's a good chance they've already made their decision and the thank you note might not weigh into it. My one pro tip for this is before you go out and interview, write out a few different thank you note templates. That way you can use them. The reason I suggest writing up a few different ones are in case you have multiple interviewers, you can send them different emails and make it seem like you didn't just copy and paste a generic thank you note. When it comes to thank you notes, there's 3 things you have to do. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as 3 or 4 sentences. First off, greet them. Secondly, thank them for taking the time out of their busy schedule for interviewing you. Thirdly, and I think this is key, bring up something you talked about in the interview. Something that you can connect about. If they talked about their family, if they talked about work-life balance, if they talked about a specific project, mention that. That way, not only do they know who sent that note and kind of tie that note back to the face, it also shows them that you really paid attention. And fourth, you can ask if there's any follow-up information. If you mentioned that you were going to send them a link or send them a follow-up resume, mention that. Likewise, if they said they were going to send you some material, ask about that. Remind them and ask them to send you that follow-up information. And lastly, once again, just thank them. The way I like to look at it is regardless of how the interview went, you learned something out of that. You met a new person, and who knows, you might cross paths with them down the road. So really try to be genuine in there. Like I said, what I like to do is go ahead, write most of that thank you note ahead of time, and that way when I get home, all I have to do is add that little snippet about what we talked about or what we connected about. And that would still seems personal, and I can send it out within an hour or 2 of getting back home. Just remember, all that really matters is you cover the table stakes. Make sure their name is right, your spelling and grammar is correct, and that you write one promptly. As long as you do that, you should be good to go. It probably won't have a huge impact on your decision either way, as long as you go ahead and write a decently good thank you note and send it out quickly. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, you can go to rickenshaw.com/internshipbook and download a free copy of the ebook. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of The Mortal Intern.